So just remember, this story isn't real. It's based off a dream I've had. And yeah, I'm going to read it for you now. So I hope you enjoy it. The first chapter is Amy. My name is Amy Doon. My family are wizards. We aren't like Harry Potter or Sabrina. We use our magic whenever we want. I'm not into guys, I'm into girls. I go to Wish Ash School with regular humans. My best friend is my brother Darren. He gets me more than everyone else at the school. Darren and I are twins. We have never been separated since birth. He is my brother, and also my best bud, to talk about girls all the time. We really get each other. I've never had a girlfriend or been out on a date, but Darren seems to fall and pull girls left, right, and centre. He brings one home every weekend. Today is Monday, the 3rd of May. It is 9 a.m. Time for school. Me and Darren walk down the road. Our school is only down the road from our house. So which girl are you going to bring home this weekend? I say to Darren. Darren has that movie star George the Jungle type long hair that all the girls like. I think I'll try Sarah Adams. I rolled my eyes. She's not your type. He laughs. Well, when she sees his face and his hair, she'll be in Darren land then. He pulls his hands through his hair. We walk to the school and into our classroom. I sit in the back, next to Darren. The bell rings to commence the start of the school day. Mr. Broderick, our teacher, walks in with a girl, a really, really hot girl. Class, we have a new student. Give a warm welcome to Emily Crest. Emily gives a short wave. She sits just in front of me and Darren. Today in class, we are learning all about the North Pole and why it's always so cold. Emily had grey hair, long brown hair, green eyes. I did want to kiss those lips. Darren nudged me from my daydream. Oh, I see what's happening here. You have a crush on her. I shook my head and he laughed. I think you do, sis. I say, what if she wasn't gay? What would I do then? Amy and Darrell, could you please share with the class what you are talking about? Said Mr. Broderick. Everyone in the class stared at us, even Emily. I tried to think of something. I was just saying to Darren about the North Pole and Eskimos. The whole class erupted in laughter. Mr. Broderick rolled his eyes. Next time, please raise your hand and share with the rest of the class. I nodded. The bell rang. Finally, that was a long 30 minutes. I thought it would never end. Darren nudged me. Go introduce yourself to this Emily girl. I nod and I breathe in and I walk up to Emily and she stares at me and gets her books. I extend the hand. Hi, I'm Amy. I have a twin. His name is Darren and I think you're really cute. Emily looked at me. She laughed. Hi, Amy. Thanks for saying that. You like me, but I'm not gay. I'm really sorry. She grabbed her books and nearly ran out of class. I froze. She wasn't gay. Hello, or to Amy. How did it go? Did she dig you? He said, punching my arm. Ow, that hurt, I said. I rubbed my arm. No, she's not gay. I feel like such a fool. I sat on the table with Darren in the empty classroom. He hugged me. Look, if you really like this girl, you could try another option. I stared at him. What's the other option? Darrell laughed. We're wizards, Amy. I could turn you into a guy. I might do today, or maybe tomorrow. I smiled. I would be a guy and go out with Emily. Hopefully she'll like me then. You would do that for me? But we have to come up with some backstory about who I am as a guy and where Amy went. Darrell paced. We could say Amy went away to camp for a while. The only people that will know are Mom and Dad. No one else, not even Emily. She's new. It might frighten her away. I smiled. This will be our little secret like Santa Claus to children, I said. Okay, we will do this tomorrow. I am becoming a guy for a girl I really like. I only just met her, but I have a good feeling about this, I said to Darrell. Darrell grabbed his books. We're really doing this. I hugged him again. Yes, I said. Yes, we are, to Darrell. I am both nervous and excited becoming someone else, just to get close to a girl I just met. How romantic is that? I think it's very romantic. I walk with Darrell over to our table. Emily sits with another girl. She stares over at me. I smile and then she turns away. The next chapter is called Emily. New school has started off weird. This random girl has come up to me and confessed her love for me. I don't even know her. I stare over her while I talk to this girl that was explaining to me about the history of the school. So, in 1893, the school first opened, and it has been so long history of successful graduates. They went on to do amazing jobs. I nod. That's nice. Who are you? Who's that over there? I point over to where Amy was. And the girl next to me, the girl with the blonde hair, laughs. Oh, that's the Dune twins, Amy and Darrell. Darrell is the local guy, and Amy is the frigid gay. I laugh. Frigid gay? The girl replies, yeah, she likes women, but she never had a girlfriend. Me and Darrell went out like 2 weekends ago. He's got an awful load of girls ever since. And in this school, rumor has it, after Sarah Brighton is next on his list. I hope he doesn't come after me next, I said. He looks nice, but he's not my type. So are you gay or straight? I smile. I'm definitely straight. I like men. I had one boyfriend back in my old school, but I had to break it off. And that I haven't been gone on dates since. The blonde girl smiles and says her name is Lizzie. Lizzie. I shake her hand. We are going to be great friends. And you might be on Dara's woman list. I laugh. Not a hope would I be on Dara's woman list because he's definitely not my type, I say. I want a guy who's true to himself and down to earth. And cute also. We both laugh. Lizzie looks up to the ceiling and then to me again. You gotta have cuteness, she said. The bell rings for the end of small break. I grab my books. What's your next class? She says. I look at my schedule Mr. Broderick gave me this morning, coming into the school. Oh, drama, Lizzie nods. Cool. I think the Dune twins are in that too. I roll my eyes. Great. I walk out to drama class. Next chapter is called Amy. I went home and told my mom and dad what me and Darrell are going to do tomorrow. Well, this is a big risk, isn't it? But look, if you want to do this, I give you my full blessing, but you realize magic only has a time limit. It will run out. Everything comes with a price, especially spells. And especially to become a guy, said Mom. Dad put an arm around Mom. She's right, sweetheart. No, I'd have 2 boys in the house. But, look, if this is what you want, I'm okay with it. It's your life after all, and your magic, but it won't last. It won't last, I thought. Okay, so how long are we talking? A week? A month? I said. Dad sighed. It could last 2 weeks. It could last 2 months if you're lucky, but nothing lasts forever. Okay, I think. So I'd better make the most of the guy to impress Emily. Darrell flipped through the wizard magic book. I have the spell here, he said. Do you want to do it now? Before school in the morning? I looked in the mirror. Goodbye, Amy, for now, I said. Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with the spell. I breathed in and out. And Darrell waved his arm. Jarms looked at the book. On Demio, Lish, Mish, Mario, Tan, Desio, Omo, Missio, Jill, Nils. Magic went all over me. I could feel the change being after like 5 minutes. All my woman parts disappeared, and in place were male parts. I looked at myself in the mirror. I had a Beetle Beaver haircut. Wow, I said in a guy voice. Dad came over to me. You have definitely changed now. Oh, those girl clothes, you have to. So I snapped myself some guy clothes on, some pants, a t-shirt and a hoodie. I looked cool. And last but not least, you need a name. What would you like? Said Darrell. I thought about it. What would be a cool guy name? And then it hit me. I think I'll go with Alex. Everyone smiled. I smiled. I went to bed awaiting tomorrow. The next chapter's name is Emily. It's Tuesday the second day of the week. Another school day. Hopefully today is better than yesterday. I got up and opened the curtains, made my bed, jumped into the shower, dried myself and got dressed, brushed my hair, brushed my teeth and made myself some toast. I kissed my mum. Bye mum. I kissed the top of my head. She kissed the top of my head. I put my backpack on my shoulders, opened the door and stepped out and closed the door behind me. I get onto the bus just in the time. The bus driver then moves the bus. The bus stops right outside the school. I walk into the school at 9:15. I open my lockers and get out my books for this drama class. It's first class of the day. I close my locker, turn to the class. Daryl walks by and a guy next to him. It could be his cousin. I don't know who it was, but it didn't look like he was from around here. I think I just died of it. The guy is way cuter than Daryl. I had my books tightly. I watched to see what class the guy goes into. He goes into the same class as Daryl, drama class. Oh shit, I said. I wait to go in. I watched them go in and then I walk into the drama class. Mr. Shiz is already there. Class, take a seat. We have a new student. Please welcome Alex Doom. Daryl's cousin, I'm thinking. He'll be coming while Amy is at therapy, said Mr. Shiz. I hope you all make him feel like welcome. Everyone clapped. So the mystery guy is Daryl's cousin Alex? Okay, said Mr. Daryl. Or Mr. Shiz. Okay, now I'm going to pop you into pairs for our next exercise. It's a pairs exercise. I'm going to give you all a piece of acting to do. And in your pairs, you are going to come up with something and you are going to perform it. Okay, great, I said. A pairs exercise. I wonder who I get paired with. Everyone had their pairs. The only one that was left was me and Alex. So me and Alex were paired up together. And we all sat next to our pairs. Alex sit next to me. Wow, he was so cute, I thought. I might just die. Mr. Shaz gave out the dialogues to all our pairs. He gave us our one. It was a love scene. Oh, great, I thought. Not sex type, but it's a love scene like holding hands. You hold my hand type, I hold your hand type. Wow, that looks cool, I say. He smiles. You are sure you want to do this piece? I can ask Mistresses to change us to a different one. I roll my eyes. I might as well do it to get the credits and the points. I looked into those blue eyes. The blue eyes lit up like a dream. My last boyfriend wasn't even this cute. And his hair. Oh my god. I said, Emily, get it together. Next chapter is called Alex. We are paired together, and I can tell she likes me. Her cheeks are as red as roses. We read the piece. She is great at acting. But those eyes of the ocean would meet me in the sea. Oh, dear John, you are the one for me, she said as she read her piece. I read my piece. Oh, Sandra, nothing comes close to my love for you. Those eyes of bottle blue, only meant for me, it said. We held hands, which we let go straight away, and that was the end of our piece. Short and sweet, as they say. I think we have it in the bag. So you're Daryl's cousin, she said. I nodded. Yes, we go way back. Me and Daryl, I said. All the way back to birth, I think. She smiled. She lowered her eyes and then blushed, and I looked at her. She laughed. The bell rang for a small break. We both got up. Remember tomorrow, you must all perform your peers. I touch her hand, she puts her hand through her hair. You better go. But can't wait to perform this with you tomorrow. We both smiled. She walked out. I think my heart just died. 180 twist. Darren nudged. Wow, sis, there was something electricity between you two. I rolled my eyes. I know. How did it feel like being paired with Sarah? He laughed. Well, she wasn't interested, but we are still drama pairs. Come on, let's head to lunch. The next chapter is Emily. Small break came. I sat at the table with Lizzie. Oh my God, who is that with Daryl? She said. Well, we were both looking over the table where Daryl and Alex were. That's Alex, Daryl's cousin. He's here while Amy has gone to some therapy thing, I said. Lizzie replied. It must be something to do with wizards and magic. He is really good looking, that Alex fella. Hopefully Lizzie isn't after Alex too. I know, I said. We had a kind of moment in drama class. We are paired together and we have to do this love scene. Lizzie gasped. Emily, oh my God, second day here and the guy is already making a move on you. I looked over at Daryl and Alex's table. That hair, those eyes, those denim jacket and those jeans, he was definitely is a dreamboat. Lizzie put her hand in my face. Hello, Aunt Emily, focus. God, he's really got you over head over heels, isn't you? I was like that with Daryl too. Oh, I thought. What did happen between you and Daryl? She said. We were together for like 2 weeks, the longest we've ever been with any girl. I thought it meant something, like together forever. But then he started dating Cindy and he just broke my heart. He's only been with Lizzie 2 weeks and he jumps to another girl. I thought, that's weird. Men can be very bad. My last boyfriend dumped me via text message, the rotten scumbag, I thought. I was with Jeffrey Swords for 2 years. I thought he was the bee's knees. And the best thing since sliced bread, I really did. Then one day, I caught him snooping around with another girl. I asked him what was going on, and he confirmed it, and he dumped me saying we were over via text. It was horrible. I've been single for the last 5 months. I just couldn't find myself out there. Over all that, what happened with Jeffrey, I was afraid I'd get hurt again. And now there's Alex. I wonder would this time be different? I said. I'm sorry, said Lizzie, to hear that your last relationship ended so badly. I think we both had bad boys in our life. Lizzie raised her hand to her juice. Here's to boys who won't break our hearts. And I raised my juice as well. Cheers. The bell rang to signal the start of the next class. Me and Lizzie got up. The day was going to be long or short. Hopefully it was going to be short. I had 3 other classes with Alex. Alex dropped a note on my desk for one of the classes. Dearest Emily, meet me out in the green area for a big lunch so we can talk, from Alex. When the bell rang for a big break, I ran to find Lizzie in the hall. What's the rush? Said Lizzie. Alex wants to chat outside. Just us two. Lizzie screamed. Oh my God, you go, girl. Tell me all the details. She gave me a piece of paper with her number on it. Text me all the details, she said. I put her number into my pocket. Lizzie walked away. I breathed in and out. I spotted Alex down the hall on his phone. He looked up and saw me. I pushed my books into my locker and closed it, and I walked over to him. His face lit up. My face was on fire again. Hi, I hope you're fitting in all right here. I nodded. Yeah, it's a great school and a great place and great people. I looked up at him. His eyes never left mine. We stared at each other for a minute, and then he broke contact. Right, let's go outside and chat, he said. I smiled. I like that. The next chapter is called Alex. We both walked over to the green area. I felt both nervous and excited. We sat down underneath the willow tree just before you came to the park in that. He crossed his legs when we sat down. I expect you know why I called you out here. I know I just met you today, but I think we have a real connection, if you know what I mean. I really like you, Emily. I wish for. Yeah, I'll have to start that over again, guys, because I can't even read my own writing. Okay, we both walked over to the green area. We felt both nervous and excited. We sat down under the willow tree. Just before you come over to the parking lot, she crossed her legs when she sat down. I expect you know why I called you out here. I know I just met you yesterday, but I think we have today, I think we have a real connection, if you know what I mean. Emily, I waited for Emily's reply. She looked at me for what felt like a minute. I really like you too, but I have to take things slow. Because my last relationship I was in, it wasn't good. And it ended badly. I got dumped via text, and that was been awful. That was awful for me. I I thought about it then, about what she said about being dumped via text. It must have been awful for her. Well, I can promise you I won't do that to you. She smiled and sighed. Well, at least that's good to know. I took her hand. I want to go on a date with you sometime. Are you free this weekend? I waited for her reply. I am. What did you have in mind for a date? She smiled. I thought about it. What about the movies? The local cinema down the town might have a good film we can watch, and you never know what might happen in the cinema, he said, with a wink. That produced a chuckle out of Emily. So the cinema it is. What time will you pick me up? I live in Green Street, 3 blocks away from here, from the school, she said. Green Street was only a block away from my house. I'll come over to your house and pick you up at 6. What number is your house? I said. She fidgeted with her fingers. Number 27. I smiled and looked at her. Okay, so it's the date. You won't regret it. I'll make the date worth your while. I conjured up a bouquet of flowers and handed it to her. She laughed. Well, Harry Potter, these are lovely. I smiled as she smelled the roses. Roses are my favourite. I then used my magic again to lay out a picnic area with sandwiches and drinks. You really are brilliant. You know that? I could kiss you, she said. But she looked at me all embarrassed and said, as she said, kiss you. My face went red and looked at her cheekily. I sat close to her. It's okay. You can kiss me if you want. I leaned into her and she leaned into me. And we were kissing, soft at first, then passionately. She broke away. Wow, that was awesome. I think that's the best kiss I've ever had, she said. It was a perfect, full of sparks and electricity. It was amazing, I thought. The next chapter is called Emily. Half an hour left until the next class. We both got up. I'm going to go to the toilet and freshen up for the next class, I said to Alex. He took my hand under the willow tree. It was so magical that I nearly had to pinch myself to see if it was real. He kissed me again. Those eyes of him just met mine and I hugged him. He gave me his number and I gave him mine. I waved him goodbye as I walked into the toilet. I bumped into Lizzie in the toilet. Okay, you are like a tomato. So did he kiss you? Said Lizzie. I nodded. Yes, it was so good, I said. So dreamy. Lizzie jumped up and down, clapping, and hugged me. I'm so happy for you. So, Spill, what was it like? She she was so easily awaiting my response. Oh, Lizzie, it was everything I could have hoped for, and more. And we have a date this Saturday in the cinema, and he was picking me up, and he used magic to conjure up flowers, and we had a picnic. I slid down the wall onto the floor. And did I mention he's so hot? Lizzie laughed. I wish Daryl could have been that nice like his cousin. She folded her arms. The look on her face says it all. She still had feelings for Daryl. It's so sad because I think Daryl doesn't know a good woman when he sees one. Lizzie sat next to me. You still like Daryl, don't you? She nodded. Tears came out of her eyes. Daryl and I knew each other since we were kids. I thought we were endgame. He used to do some silly stuff like with his magic when he was younger. I hugged her and she wiped away her tears. Don't worry, he's not worth it if he really likes you. He'll come crawling back on his knees. Give it time and you'll see, she sighed. I hope so. The bell rang for next class. Lizzie and I walked and went our separate ways. That evening, I told my parents I had a date with Alex Doom. Mom was okay with it, but Dad said, if anything happens to you, like your ex, leave him. Some boys are only trouble. I nodded. Yes, Dad, I understand, but I think this guy is different, and he does magic, like Harry Potter. He gave me flowers and a picnic. It was amazing, and we kissed underneath the willow tree. Mom smiled. He sounds like a right dreamboat, she said. And magical, watch him. That's all your dad is saying, and now you're saying it too. Magic people always get into trouble. I nod. Yes, Mom, I understand. I've seen Sabrina. My phone pinged. Are you at home? It was Alex. I typed yes. I got up to my room and done my homework. I turned on the light in my room. I try and go over the piece I and Alex have to do for drama class. I do my best dramatic performance in front of the mirror. My phone pinged. Can't wait to do the drama press with you tomorrow on Wednesday. XO. I typed back, me too, XO. Those last 2 days have been a whirlwind for me. I think my mom made the best decision ever, moving me to this school. After meeting a great guy and a best friend. The next chapter is called Alex. I put my phone down. I think about Emily. Our day today was brilliant and everything. I thank Daryl for that. Daryl passed my room. Hey sis, did you enjoy today? He sat down next to me. Yeah, it was brilliant. Me and Emily kissed. He laughed. Well sis, that's amazing. Did you charm her with your magic? I nodded, and he laughed. Yes. I gave her flowers and a picnic under the willow tree. Daryl smiled. He caught my cheek. Look at you, all romantic and cute. I slapped his hands away. And how is it overall, being a guy? I rolled my eyes. It's good. I think I like it, but I know it's only temporary. I just don't want it to end. Me and Daryl hugged. I know, sis, but nothing lasts forever. After all, look at all the girls I go through every time. They don't satisfy me for long at all. I laughed and rolled my eyes. I think you should just stick with one girl. Try it. It might make you feel better. Daryl smiled. Okay, sis. I'll try it. Just for one day. For you? How are you adjusting to your new body parts? Particularly down the basement area. He pointed down there. I laughed. It's okay. You could say penis. I got a big horn around Emily. It was weird, but it was amazing. Having this talk with Daryl was okay. What I'm going through, I couldn't talk like this to Emily. She'd think I'm weird. Daryl laughed. If you ever need to talk about man stuff, let me know. And just remember that if you want to talk about anything, especially about sex with girls, all you have to do is talk to me. And just take precaution. Just be prepared and use condoms at all times. I know, don't worry. I'll take it all in. And thanks, Daryl, I owe you one. We hug. No problem, sis, anytime. He walked out of the room. The next chapter is Emily. I'm so nervous. It's Wednesday. It's the day me and Alex perform the love scene in drama class. And drama has to be the first class of the day. Damn. I grabbed my stuff, kissed my mom goodbye, and ran for the bus as usual. Paid the driver the money and went up to the top of the bus. I read over the script to make sure it was 100%. I leaned over to the bus came, learned it off till the bus came, and no way. Alex and Aaron were coming onto the bus as well. Please don't come up to the top, I wished. I heard footsteps coming up the stairs. I was at the back. I saw Daryl's head first. Daryl looked for a spare seat. He looked down my way. He laughed. He waved. I gave a shy smile. Thankfully, he went away. And then another few. Daryl whispered something, but I didn't hear what it was. And then Alex came up the stairs. Alex looked down at me. He gave a shy wave. I waved back. He headed down my way. The bus moved on down the road. Hi, I said. He sat next to me, nervous about today. I fiddled with my fingers a little. I'm a bit nervous in front of everyone. I get stage fright, I said, telling Daryl. Look at me, he said. I looked at him. Don't worry, it's only me. If you faint, I'll catch you. He kissed my forehead and put my head on his shoulder. First come love, then comes marriage, Daryl said from the seat in front of us. Alex threw a bit of paper at him. I think it was his bus ticket, Daryl laughed. Don't take any notice of him. He's a big baby, said Alex. Daryl continued to laugh. The bus came to a stop. That was our stop. Daryl and Alex walked out first and I walked behind them. I spotted Lizzie. She ran over to her. Daryl rolled his eyes. Look who it is. The gang all back together. Daryl threw his arms up in the air. Lizzie folded her arm. What is your problem? Daryl pointed to Lizzie. You're my problem, Liz. Daryl walked away, threw up his two fingers at Lizzie. Well, you broke it off with me, remember? That maybe you're the problem, Lizzie said. Fuck you, said Daryl to Lizzie. Alex had his mouth open. Look, don't mind him, he's always like this. Come on, let's get to class. Alex put his arm around my shoulders. I walked back and said bye to Lizzie. But she looked like she was going to cry. You know Lizzie still likes Daryl, I said to Alex. Alex looked at me as we headed into the classroom. Yeah, Daryl still likes Lizzie too. As well, you nearly need to lock them in a room for them to get back together. Daryl won't admit his feelings to Lizzie. He's just a hopeless romantic. Also, they're like thunder and lightning. We sat down in our seats. Mr. Shaz came in and told the class that me and Alex had to perform first. We went up and performed the best we could. We got a round of applause. At the end, Mr. Shaz said that we were excellent, extraordinary, a work of art. Thank God that was out of the way. Me and Alex sat down. Way to go, Romeo and Juliet, said Daryl. Me and Alex just rolled our eyes at Daryl. I have an idea, said Alex.